Hey, good day. Paul here. So this live is titled Exploring Surrender. As I sit every day and exploring my reality and moving through what is, what was, what has happened, my stories, my programs, my beliefs, my cage, I'm learning more and more that that cage is self-imposed. It's a bed of societal conditions, beliefs, stories, programs that basically enable me to give up my power to people, experiences, situations outside of me. And people say, like, what the hell do you mean by that? Well, every bit of trauma, every bit of story, every bit of thing that's happened to you or to me has shaped me, has pushed me into a corner in a lot of cases, and basically made me either realize something or face something that I didn't choose to face before. Could be in my societal programming, my conditioning from my parents, my epigenetic lineage trauma, etc. But it's all came in. It's like, okay, well, if I go on a date, the person might not like me, or they may ghost me, or they may run away from me. And the few times that thing has happened, I put a story on it. I'm not lovable. I'm not good. Most of them basically were not in my power. They were more in my wounding. Get fired from a job or lose your job. Another thing. It's like, oh, I must be not good enough. I must have done something wrong. And then I found myself in this, what do you want to call it? Like a perversion of self. I was like shriveled, trying to meet this story that I built in my head, and that's a story that's not even true of basically what happened or what was meant by something that happened that was actually happening for my highest good. I couldn't see it. It was happening for me, not to me. And I put this really negative, and we have this part of ourselves called the ego that will basically pervert everything into a thing that it can control us and keep us in fear so that we're safe. But my safety was basically killing me after a while. I was so safe and so restricted from outcomes that are part of my dreams that hurt me in the past, and really I wasn't ready for it those times and did not have the consciousness for. But I basically beat myself to shit, and then I contorted myself in all these ways to try and be better, to be that right man, to please the woman, to please the boss, please whatever. And I basically got to the point that I wasn't even myself anymore. And I was living in this constant frustration. I got a sore right hip and sore shoulders and sore this. And I'm basically in my myofascia, which is my trauma memory. That's the webbing that's underneath our muscles. I was contracted. It was like, this isn't working out. I'm scared to get hurt. And in this really indirect way, I was controlling everything and avoiding and creating self-sabotage that basically just reinforced my wounds and my protection. So when I talk about surrender, it's about releasing control. And it's a really big, long word, surrender. It's like, oh, I'm giving up to the bad guys or whatever. I'm giving up and putting out the white flag. No, surrender is different. That's the societal expectation. It's only done when you're at war or in battle with somebody or whatever. Well, literally, you're at battle with yourself, whether you want to admit it or not. I am. And I'm seeing the only way out of the battle with myself and the story and the program is I'm doing two things right now. Inside of myself, my friend told me this and it resonates with me deeply. I'm saying to myself, I am enough. I am enough. Whenever I feel this little tightness, this little contraction inside, I am enough. And then at the same time, I'm surrendering to letting go of the story that I'm not enough. or that I have to do something to be loved, or I have to do something to please others, or I have to do something to be safe in my world, when it's our birthright. We don't have to struggle outside ourselves. We just have to accept and let it in. And surrender is basically accepting and letting in what is, and no longer resisting what is. Because struggle is basically, the definition of struggle is resisting what is. So if you accept it, okay, money's not coming in right now, or my flow isn't happening, it's for a reason. It restricted me to get in perfect harmony with looking at my fear, looking at my stories, my programs, etc., that are telling me that I'm somehow not worthy of money or abundance or safety or whatever, which just basically keeps me in this self-fulfilling, falling down the mountain kind of prison. So in surrendering, I'm getting in my body, because surrender or lack of surrender or control is like, okay, it's going to be better next week. Oh, I'm going to get this thing, or I'm going to chase this thing, and I'm going to put this breathwork audio out on for sale, and people are going to buy it in huge quantities, and it's going to solve my abundance issues and all this kind of stuff. And then controlling, manipulating, telling a story that's not in alignment with the rest of your story basically will get fizzled, or it'll short itself out, or it will self-sabotage and blow up, which is my typical outcome. It may be for you as well, because this is happening to all of us. So now instead, I'm like, I love myself. Instead, I'm accepting that it didn't sell really big, or maybe it got manipulated, or it's not being shown to the right people, or God knows what. I have no control over that. But my belief or my scare or my worry that it's not going to work out is basically the very thing that makes it not work out. It's kind of predisposing, because I'm living in the future instead of living in the right now, right here and right now. Every need is satisfied. I'm sitting in the beautiful sunshine in nature, sun shining on my face, and I'm feeling amazing, and everything's perfect right now. A little bit of a breeze. It's not too cold. The birds are calling. It's just amazing. So in this present moment, if I surrender into this present moment and what I'm feeling in my body, and I take some deep breaths, I'm not worried about what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to be next. In right here and right now, everything's perfect. Probably the same for you. If you're not in perfect, go then find somewhere else that is perfect. Or if you can't find perfect or whatever, just go into the best that you can get. Put your hand on your chest and say, I am enough. I am infinite energy. I am infinite energy. I am infinite energy. It's another one that I've been using. Because we are a fractal of God that's living in the life experience, and nothing is nothing until you think it's something. That's simple. And thinking something is based on old experiences and past experiences, most likely traumatic or things that didn't work out, and it basically jades your reality. And if it's the best that you can expect is not to have a relationship, or not to have a job, or to be worried about money or whatever, well, you'll die with that. You can have it as long as you want, but if that's all you believe that you're worthy of or capable of, that's what's going to happen. So surrendering into a bigger possibility, surrendering into a bigger me, surrendering into a me that is no longer controlled and manipulated by my ego, my past, my outcomes that didn't work out, and just allowing my natural flow to show up. The universe, your body, your higher self wants you to go into this new flow, but that part of you, that ego that's hanging on for dear life of things not working out, and that's all I get, and all that kind of stuff is all you'll get until you fucking let it go. And that's going to be the hardest choice you've ever had. It's very hard for me. It's like, thinking negative thinking, stinking thinking, whatever you want to call it, will show up every day. Oh, this isn't working out. Oh, nothing happened. But I want instantaneous gratification. That's what we're come to expect in this world. But it doesn't happen instantaneously. We make little changes, and then you watch for the change to show up in your reality. Make another little change, watch for the change to show up in your reality. To expect you're going to find the person of your dreams, your dream job, your full abundance with one step is impossible. So don't take the crash and burn, because our ego will say, oh, well, no, it didn't work out. That didn't work out. Well, but it'll ignore all the evidence that something changed and people were acting different and all this kind of stuff. Now I got to make the next step. Now I got to make the next step. Now I got to make the next step. Each little step will bring us closer to surrender, no longer controlling, opening ourselves and just allowing divine abundance, divine relationships, divine everything that we're begging for, because they never were meant to come from control. They were come from aligning with our higher self and the plan, the mission, the story we came here for. If it's not working out, it just means you got to look at things a little bit different, and things will work out further. And there's like a interesting cloud above me. It's beautiful. So what are you begging for? What are you waiting for? Try and surrender for it. I'm going to do it. I'll check in here soon and let you know what I find. But this is pretty deep awareness I'm sharing with you here right in this moment. I love you all. I thank you. Surrender. Try it.